Yeah. Well, that's literally how that goes. It's literally how that goes. It's literally how that goes. Probably had one more damage phase, and I would have been done. I just get instant killed right there. Instant killed. Instant killed right there. Instant killed. We got 8.1 likes on TikTok. We get to 10K. I'll start reading comments.
Guardian, good running tactical for you again. This is where the Dark Ether Trail went cold. Oh, Petra's calling. I'll patch her into the feed. Guardian, good running tactical for you again. This is where the Dark Ether Trail went cold. Oh, Petra's calling. I'll patch her into the feed. Petra, did you lose some scorn on Earth?
Not exactly. Ribbon tells us an Ahamkara claims territory in this region.
I've patrolled this range dozens of times. I'd have noticed a dragon.
They have a history of eluding you, but we'll get to the bottom of this. A minion of the Ahamkara here, I guess. Approach with caution.
I'm back. Missing one. Woo! drop another launcher? Cool. Ooh.
What was that? I just got a spike of weird taken energy.
That was a chimera. It must be the Ahamkara's avatar.
$10K likes. What's up with it, TikTok? I never finished this one solo. Get back in there then. We had 10K likes. Now it's time to talk to the chat. I gotta do it one more time. Shit, I'm putting my Twitch up. I don't know why my shit closed out. That's crazy. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not solo flawless in this dungeon. It's too annoying, bro. It's too annoying, bro. Like, what the fuck? It's too annoying. And there's not a reward worth it for even solo flawless. Now, I've solo flawless every dungeon except for this one. And there's nothing truly rewarding. Like, all you get is an emblem. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not even no, like, adept weapon to get. Like, I feel like if you solo flawless a dungeon, you should get adept dungeon weapons. You know what I'm saying? But there is no crazy reward for doing a solo flawless, so I'm not going to stress myself trying to do this Warlord's Ruin. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to. Just not going to stress myself about it. I've done every dungeon. I did Vesper's Host. You know what I mean? That was enough for me. And doing this dungeon, it's like, it's way too many mechanics doing this shit solo. Like, it's hella mechanics, bro. Like, this dungeon, Vesper's Host, like, there's way too many mechanics in these dungeons. Like, so many mechanics, but the reward is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it. Like, solo flawless in the dungeon is not worth it. All you get is an emblem, and that's it. That's it. You get an emblem, and that's it. No crazy loot, no crazy rewards, no nothing. I did Solar Titan for boss, and I did Thunderlord. That's what I did for the boss. What's going on, Pops? Yeah, it's not worth it, bro. To solo flawless. Like, once I did Vesper's Host, which was the hardest dungeon I've solo flawless, and I got the emblem, but I was like, I thought to myself, and I was like, bro, what was the purpose of solo flawless in this dungeon? Like, just to get an emblem? Like, I didn't get no crazy weapons. I already had the exotic. I already had all the God Roll weapons from the dungeon before I solo flawless. And then it was like, it took me 2 weeks to solo flawless that bitch just to get an emblem. I feel like there should be a greater reward for solo flawless in dungeons than just getting an emblem. You should get an adept weapon from a dungeon. Straight up. Appreciate the roses, not no. Like, you should definitely get an adept weapon from solo flawless in a dungeon. Like, something. You should get some kind of crazy loot. Like, you should only be able to get an adept weapon from dungeons by solo flawlessing. You would have way more people trying to solo flawless a dungeon. You know what I mean? Like, you would have way more people trying to solo flawless dungeons. But just doing it for an emblem is stressful. Because I have the grind and determination to do it. But it's like, when I'm in the dungeon and I'm just like, there's no true motivation other than like, oh, I'm gonna get an emblem and be able to say, hey, I solo flawless the dungeon. Like, nobody fucking cares. Like, you tell people, yeah, I solo flawless all the dungeons in the game. They're like, cool, bro. It's like, you know, there is nothing you can have no gratification of. I really think this game is about to get to its breaking point where people are starting to realize they're getting fucked over. I got you, Marcus. Like, it's just like people starting to realize they're getting fucked over with this game where the loot pool, when they do RNG, that shit is quote unquote has been bugged for years, and people have been grinding out their time and efforts. You know, you got DLCs that they took away that people paid for. People paid for those DLCs and they took them away, and they ain't reimbursed these people. They just took the fucking DLCs away, and they haven't given us any better content or anything to make up for taking away those DLCs. It's like they took away those DLCs, pretty much robbed these people. But like, do y'all not know y'all can file a lawsuit? Like, we can file, like, I wasn't around for that portion, But if you was around and they put out a DLC and they took it away and didn't reimburse you, you can file a lawsuit against Bungie for that, because they basically stole money from you. You could literally file a class action lawsuit and sue the fuck out of that company if you were one of those people who were playing back when that happened. I'm telling you, if you take that shit to court, you will definitely win that. I paid for a DLC in this game to be able to play it. They took it out of the game and didn't reimburse me. Think about that, bro. Think about that. Like, them taking away the DLCs that people already paid for, that's like you having a membership to a place where you get exclusive access, right? And then they say, hey, we're taking away your membership. You didn't do anything wrong. They're just saying, hey, we've decided to take away everybody's memberships. We're no longer doing memberships. And we're not going to refund you. That don't sound crazy to y'all? Is it just me? That don't sound crazy? And they get to keep your money. The money you paid for that membership, they keep it. And you no longer have that access anymore. And you didn't do anything to lose that membership. They just said, we're deciding to no longer give these memberships. And we're going to take them away. And we're not going to refund you. I'm just saying. I wouldn't stand for that shit. Just me personally. I wouldn't stand for that shit. I think it's time to boycott this game, man. Seriously. It has nothing to do with me doing the solo flawless. It's just been on my mind. I think it's time to boycott this game. I really think it's time. I think it's time for everybody playing this game to boycott this fucking game. Like, straight up. I think it's time to boycott this game, because all you're doing is we're just making them even more rich by just continuing to play the game, and they're just fucking us over. You know what I mean? I think it's time. A lot of people ain't about it because it's hard for people to wrap their mind around standing for something bigger than themselves. But I honestly think it's time to boycott this video game. I really do. I really do think it's time to boycott this game.